There's a new game show kicking off tonight.
It's called Common Knowledge, and it's hosted by Joey Fatone. Take a look.
And here is your question. If lost in the wilderness, you can survive by eating the bark of which tree? A, pine, B, wild cherry, or C, oak? All right, the answers are locked in. Toby, we're gonna go with you first. What'd you pick?
I chose B, wild cherry.
B, wild cherry. Sam?
Joey, I also went with B, wild cherry.
B, wild cherry. Danny, you're smiling. I'm not sure if you got a B or not, do you?
I went with C, oak.
C, oak?
Yes, sir.
All right, why'd you pick oak?
I just feel like wild cherry was the simple answer. And
No.
No. We know where this is going later on at the end of the game. Hey, but you never know. He could be right. Well, let's take a look at the answer. Hopefully it's either C or B. What is the answer? Neither. Wow, it is A, pine. While the outer bark of pine trees is not edible, the soft, living inner bark is. It's used in Scandinavia as a source of flour and breads and baking.
never knew that.
Learning a lot today, huh?
Thank you so much.
And we are joined live with Joey Fatone right now. Welcome. Thank you for being here this afternoon.
Thank you, Kara. Appreciate it. How you doing?
Oh, it's great. I also learned that you can't eat an apricot pit because it's poisonous.
I didn't know that.
I'm learning things watching the clips. This is incredible.
That is true. That is true, Scott. That is very true.
So, but Joey, I don't think it's called common knowledge, and unless we're not very smart, which I'd like to think that we're above the average bear, like, it's not so common.
No, you think people would know the answers. The whole thing is you know, we always even say, you know, people should know these common knowledge questions and have these answers, but the key word is should, which a lot of times they don't, which makes it, of course, very entertaining, a lot of fun, and very knowledgeable. I mean, you know, I start to learn things every day, every time that I'm doing a show. I'm always learning something.
So the contestants, like those three guys, they know each other, right?
Correct. It's basically either whether they've been family members or friends or neighbors or Bible study, or we've had a team, dodgeball, people have been playing on a team. So they kind of know each other. And the thing is, of course, if they get it all correct, actually they get bonus points if they get the answers correct, because none of them are supposed to talk to each other. It's a multiple choice. When they pick it and they all have it in common, they'll actually get bonus points along with the actual points that they get when they're correct.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's anybody's game usually throughout the rounds.
I know you've done hosting before, but how do you like doing a game show? And will there at any point, will you break out into song at any point? Will that happen?
A lot of times behind the scenes we broke out in song. There's been many times of that. But it's, you know what, it's such a fun show. I think a lot of people, again, like I said, when they see it, they're really going to have a great time with it. And it gives them a chance to win some cash, some money, hopefully. You never know. There's some people that are like so dead on, and they think they know the answer. Like, oh, this is great. I'm a nurse, and I've done this, and I know that. And you're like, sorry, you're wrong. And it's like, what? So it's really, it's a fun show for all ages, which is even great about it. And usually, you know, those urban, you know, myth legends or whatever, when they said, well, my mom told me this. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're wrong.
Where do you tape the show, Joey? And do you tape multiple shows in a day?
California. Yeah, it's grueling. We tape a bunch of them, just like any kind of, a lot of times game shows or stuff like that. They tape a lot of them throughout the day. So we did about up to 6 shows a day we were shooting.
Wow.
We shot 65 episodes in about 2.5 to 3 weeks, right around there. So it was a lot. And it's literally like Groundhog Day. But the crazy thing is there's all new questions every time. So every category, I have to read 4 questions in every category. There's about 4 categories, 6 contestants. So you got to kind of multitask on a lot of different things.
Yeah, but for life-wise, how's life? I mean, you've got the kids. Is this actually a good thing because you can kind of be in one place? You're not on the road so much?
Yeah, the beauty part about it is it's fairly quickly as far as shooting, so then I get to actually be home and be with my kids, which is fantastic. And I think that's why, you know, you always see Alex Trebek and, you know, Pat Sajak. You never really see them because they do all the shows and then they're hanging out with their family, which I'm sure is what they do.
That's nice.
Because that's what I would be doing, and that's what I do.
Do you see your NSYNC brothers often, or keep in touch?
Every once in a while, yeah, no, definitely keep in touch. We actually have a NSYNC merchandise stuff. We have a bunch of shirts, and we did a doormat. We did wine glasses. We're having fun with stuff like that because there's so much, I guess, throwbacks that are coming out. So we do talk on pretty much on a daily basis as far as emails and stuff like that. So, and every time I'm in LA, I try to obviously visit Lance. Chris is actually in Nashville. JC's out in LA, and Justin, of course, has been on tour. So it's always hard to kind of find everybody, but we always keep in contact at least every other week, if not.
That's so nice. You know, there's been every other group is doing some sort of a reunion tour, and I at least when I was
Right?
looking, I didn't see anything plans. But you have any deeds on? Is it possible? Scale of 1 to 10, would that ever happen?
You know, I don't know if it's ever a scale of 1 to 10. It's one of those things where, you know, never say never. You know, I will never say it will never happen, because we said that a couple of years ago, and then we did a performance with Justin on MTV. So, again, never say never. We're not in the works of anything right now, just because everybody's doing their own thing. Obviously, Justin's still on tour. He had vocal rest, but now he's back on tour. I'm, of course, hosting Common Knowledge and doing press for that. So it's really hard for everybody to kind of get together at the same time and do something like that. But again, you never know. It's always interesting to see, because, of course, you see what's going on with Backstreet and New Kids. They're out going on tour and doing everything. I'm like, hey, come on, guys. Let's have some fun, basically, is what it is.
Let's go have some fun. See if we
fun
can
what
still
boils
do it.
down
Yeah.
to.
All right,
Awesome.
It's
thank
not
you
about
so
my
much.
career. I'm not trying to get a career or anything by it. Just have fun.
All right, thanks, Joey. We appreciate it. Good luck with Common Knowledge.
No problem. Thank you very much. Check it out, 5:30 weekdays starting today.
All
Yeah.
right, that's
right on the
awesome.
Game Show Network. You can find it there. Joey Fatone, thanks so much.
All right, we are gonna, again, it starts at 5:30 right on the Game Show Network.